Welcome everybody to William Channel and the William Live Show 2. Now we've done streamers. We do the streamers first on the live show 1. On the live show 2, we do pick a song for you. Yes, and we do music CDs and William Willsing. At least a couple. They try and get 3 in for you. I think it's quite early. They get 3 in for you to do it. 2 or 3. Okay, let's go. Valentine Rose. We couldn't get one. We managed to fish this one out of one of the lower shelves there. And here it comes. Pick a song. Music CDs. The Mills Brothers with the Valentine Rose. Congratulations to the Mills Brothers for providing the Valentine Rose. In fact, they provided 1 dozen roses. But who did they provide them for? Was it to commemorate the Canadian sunset? The poor butterfly. Autumn leaves? Come back in September. September song? Or what they doing for the paper doll? No, they were just paper roses and they were done for the paper doll, but they seemed real roses, yes. And that's the Mills Brothers. And as usual, know where to put them. Sling him. Sunday. Well, the Mills Brothers are 40s and the 50s, and the 30s even, and the 30s, These were up bright and early as well in the 50s. They've no WWW dots. The D. John sisters. And there they are. 28 great songs. And there's the D. Johns, American. And complete D. Johns. D. John sisters. Was it the man with the blue guitar? No. Was it as a little Teresa, the little flower? No. Was it the jukebox polka? No. Was it Never Since School? Or was it My Little Baby, Shortening Bread? No, it was Never Since School have I heard of the Dijon sisters. They didn't do a lot over here, but, well, I was knowing a little bit. The man had plunked around on his plunkers and his ivories and played the piano. We done them before, but not with this one. Very best of Charlie Cuns. And there's Charlie. Hello, I'm your cousins. Your cousins. Hello, I'm one of your cousins, Uncle Charlie here. Hello there. See my photographs there? Now I'm going to give you 25 of the best. And here I go. Oh, he's doing like a medley, where you do 2 or 3 songs on a. Is it an 18th century drawing room? Is it A Love is a Song? Is it Madeline? Is it I Can't Remember Her Name? And is it Trade Winds? It's Trade Winds from Uncle Charlie. Where do you got the piano? No. Uncle Charlie, getting it up here. Anna. Very best of Eddie Fisher. Eddie Fisher, get the best out of Hollywood. Eddie Fisher married 3 Hollywood actresses in the 1950s, not all at the same time. He says, anytime? He says, oh my papa. He says, I'm walking behind you. And every time I see you walk, I want to marry you. There you go. And I need you now, or young and foolish. In those days, you're probably just young and foolish, but the answer is anytime. Eddie Fisher, especially quite a few hits, even over here in the 50s. Ink spots, what's that on your shirt, Joe? I've been writing another song. Yeah. Inkwell and a pen, tip, 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 tip. And oh, spots. They need blotting paper. What about the Java Jive from the ink spots? What about Cherry? What about all your yesterdays? What about the Whispering Grass? It didn't say much to me. And what about It's a Sin to Tell a Lie? It's the Java Jive, I'm afraid, from the ink spots. You didn't get it? There's the ink spots. You can see them anytime on here. And we'll put the spotlight on them completely free. Mindy Carson, thought I'd bring out some of the oldies first. Mindy Carson making eyes at Mindy. And there she is, and she's got 27 on here. All the different orchestras, Ray Anthony and the Dorsey Brothers orchestras, Ralph Flanagan. What would you like, candy and cake? She's very sweet tooth. Candy and cake? Do you like peanuts, popcorn, Cracker Jack, and jelly apple? Or do you like Hold Me Tight, I'm in Love? Or I've Got a Crush on You? But what about My Gentleman Friend? He wants to see me in the dark. Oh, yes, he is. Well, it's I've Got a Crush on You. That's what it is. Mindy Carson, not a lot over here, more in America. She had a few hits over here, one or two minor hits. C.D. Gourmet, Bronx born now in America. Definitive voice, graced a dozen of her hits, and she's put quite a few of them on here. Muy Amigos, Send in the Clowns, around midnight. And God Bless the Child, But He Was Good for Me. That's the one. He was good for me. Eddie Gourmet. June Christie. Again, 40s and 50s into that, but she didn't do much in the 60s. Mostly American again. Very little here. How High the Moon? My Ship? I Should Care. I'm Thrilled. And Something Cool. The answer is, I'm thrilled to see you. Hello, I'm June Christie. Would you like to meet me? I'm on the William Live Show today. Everybody's very nice here, you know. You should really love the William Live Show. June Christie speaking to you here. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Yes, and the answer was, I'm thrilled. His name is Artie, not Art Garfunkel. He blows the trumpet, man. Artie. Artie Shaw. There he is, stand on the shore. In the early mornings and also at midnight, blowing his trumpet. And there he goes. It's not really a trumpet, something like a clarinet type of thing. But trumpeters would know, even if he was blowing his trumpet. Blowing his own trumpet. What about the digger-digger-doo? He says it keeps coming up in my nightmare. What about the donkey serenade? Ah, that's when I was stand on the beach. I'll see them all go by. And what about the Indian love call? Yes. But what about serenade to a savage? Artie Shaw is the man you need. 30s into 40s. Not too much by the time he's 50s, but still around there. Yes, the very best of. Can it get better? Joe Stafford. Yes, 30s into 40s into 50s. Tried a little bit in the 60s. Joe Stafford, I'll give you 24 on here. Interesting, because the vocals here are Joe and daughter Amy. Guitar, son Tim. And the trumpet is Ziggy Elman. So she has a family helping her. But keep it a secret, because it's only supposed to be the best of Joe Stafford. I should care. Sing the wee blues. Jambalaya is quite well known. In fact, I sung it one time on here. And what about shrimp boats? All the boats coming in? Yes, they are for Joe Stafford. Shrimp boats. Yes. Curtis Tigers. Now he's up the pace a bit into the 90s, 80s, 90s. Probably is still around in the noughties. 5 from him. Count my blessings. Nobody loves you like I do. Never saw a miracle. People like us. And I guess it wasn't mine. Answer is people like us. Ah, you can see the stars all day on here. You got your binoculars ready. The best of Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. They're off to Egypt. See if they can find a dummy mummy. And of course, a classic is Wooly Bully. It's hard to hold it still, but I haven't got a holder. There's Sam. If you're wondering where Sam is, really should know by now, but a lot of younger people do not, Sam. Right. How do you catch a girl? Yes. And do you do some strutting when you do catch her? You strut around. And I'm not a lover anymore, so I don't catch them. And leave my kitten alone, she'll say. My kitten. Or are you a nice creepy one with a juju hand? Oh, Sam the Salmon of Pharaohs will say, you're a juju hand. You are. You've got the old hand creeping. That's the winner. One Sam and Dave had a gold nugget, and Sam said, it's mine. And Dave said, no, it's mine. I said, we've got to share it. I said, I can't half it. Oh, What will sell it to the bank and we'll give half the money to you and half the I don't done half gold bars. No, they done half gold, you want half it. No. So he says, when something is wrong with my baby, you don't know what you mean to me. I said I wouldn't tell nobody, but I'm going to tell you I've got a gold nugget. You got me humming now. Now what should we do? Should we tell sister, soul sister brown sugar? No, we're not going to tell anybody. It's soul sister brown sugar from Sam and Dave. And here's the lads. 2 CD. Simon and Garfunkel. Paul and Artie. Paulie and Artie. This one, I Am a Rock. But the rock has been taken away, homeward bound. Oh, look, there's a sparrow landed on it. He was my brother. Yes. Or is it cloudy? It's I Am a Rock. Disc 2. Is it at the zoo? Hey, Paulie, look, there's you. You're just faking it, he says. Are you faking it? We're just old friends, remember? No. Hey, look, Paulie, the church is burning. Oh, somebody's lit a candle and set the sleeve on fire. I knew somebody lit a candle, reached over to plant the candle, and somebody else's candle caught a sleeve, and the sleeve went on fire. But then luckily they had a glass of water and got it out. And that person was Mrs. Robinson. Yeah, and Mrs. Robinson was the winner of that one. And all the stars turn up here on the William Live Show. And there's Artie and Paul. And there they are. And Neil, yes, 60s and had a revival in the 70s. Started at the end of the 50s, yeah. Neil Sedaka, very best. Timeless. Classic there, Neil. Come on, say a few words, Neil. Hello there, everybody. I'm on the William Live Show. I'm really privileged to be here because it's not like any other show I've ever seen. This must be the best show in the world. Didn't have this in my day. No. Funny that. Somebody once called me a little devil. Oh, and that person was a queen of 64. But I said that's just the other side of me. You've never seen the good side of me yet. So she said, what do you like doing? I said, playing solitaire. Yes, but sometimes, I go ape. Yeah, become a bit like Morty. But that's the one, I go ape. For Neil, we'll have some more guests coming along in a minute. Steely Dan, 70s, best in the 80s. Quite legendary after that. The song's very popular. 2 CD from Steely Dan. Is that your car, Dan? No, that's the end of it. I don't know. Somebody stuck their kisses on it. Stuck everything else on it as well. It says, well, whatever you do, Ricky, don't lose that number. This one. Save it till Black Friday. I think it's end of November. Dr. Wu might like to hear about it. Oh, I'm not telling him. Go back to my old school. Really? I don't want to go there. Yes. And chain lightning. Yes. Sure, it's my old school that won that. Now, disc two, is it Deacon Blues? No, not till roughly the end of the 80s or the 90s, Deacon Blue. Is it Josie? No, it must be Peg then. Is it? Is that a black cow in the field there? Looks more like a black cat to me. Is that the Fez over there? No, the Fez is his hat, man. That's his hat. That's a black cow. Sure, it's the Fez. Fez is a kind of a Turkish hat. That's Tommy Cooper. All right. Steely Dan with his paper car. Yes. Sometimes you get a bit spooky around the tooth. You know, the tooth gets spooky. Yes. You ever had a spooky tooth? And it is spooky tooth. Best of. They had little bits what they were known for here. What they had in America, I cannot say, but times have changed. Waiting for the wind. Give me that last puff of your cigarette. That was only yesterday. And I like some Beatles songs. I Am the Walrus. Spooky Tooth. Waiting for the wind. That's the answer. Shaking, Stevens. I'm telling you not to do that on the show. Stop shaking. Get a grip on yourself. Now, you're with the sunsets today. That's your backing band. Now, steady. Don't shake. Don't shake. No, don't shake. Yes, I know it's easy for me to say don't shake, but don't shake. Don't shake. Look, there's a girl in red. Where? There, look straight ahead. Oh, do shake then. Yes, Justin. Yes. What about Jungle Rock? The Outlaw Man, or the Story of the Rockers? He says, I don't want to see. I'm shaking. It's the Story of the Rockers. Yes, they wanted to come after me. I've been shaking ever since. What about the sunsets? Well, I do see them every day. And there they are, coming out of a proper look at you without shaking. There he is. Shaking Stevens. John, I think. This is the show where I speak for the stars. Yes. Space. The final frontier. Will we ever find the end of it? Will we ever get visit from the non-Martians? Will we ever see space? Will we ever find out what space really is? Will we ever find out what's inside a black hole? Can I tell you what's inside a black hole? Yes. Yeah. That's what's inside a black hole. Space has been washing his hair. It's all stuck inside a black hole. The black hole is the plug hole, the sink. There's all the spiders. They've been coming up. So he's bunged it up with hair to stop all the spiders coming up. spiders in the bath, you know. Well, they come up the plug hole and they go down the plug hole, and that's where they live. Putting water in to flush them out, and they're good swimmers, didn't seem to deter them. But there you go. Now for the songs. Does that happen in your neighborhood? Is it only happening to the females of the species? Me and you versus the world, and a love child of the queen. Yes, the queen had a love child. And drop dead. And it's space. And who lives in a house like this with spiders in the bath and bunged up plug holes? Who lives in a house like this? Certain man lives in number 49. Thinks he's the devil, and it might be. And there he goes. And another thing, council or plumber. Is that the plumber? He sings blogged up. Space. Neighborhood. Stereo MCs. Because just an ordinary MC wouldn't do. It's not connected, you see. Stereo MCs. Connected. Does he sometimes fade away though when he's connected? You know, like an old radio, he sometimes fades and then he comes back. Is he up all night long trying to get connected? Is he? But sometimes he's playing with fire. And what about the creation of becoming connected? Stereo MCs, there they are. Hello. Hello, William. Well, pleased to come on the show. We're getting connected now. Okay. I'll let you get on with it. Connected is the story from Stereo MCs. Yes. But what about the IT girl? The internet girl? Someone said to me once you should get a career in IT. IT? IT? Well, I mean something on the computer. Yeah. What about the IT girl? IT was very popular in the 90s. And things like that. Sleeper. Well, 5 girls. Well, one says I'm going to have a good sleep. I'm going to Factor 41. And the other one says I'm shrink wrapped. And the other one says, good luck, Mr. Gorksy. And the other one says, nice guy, Eddie. He's a nice guy. But all this could be lies. What we need is a lie detector. And a sleeper. Lie detector is the one. SWB. Hello, girls. Welcome to the William Live Show. Very nice for you to be on here. And I shall capture your photo and put you on video forever. I remember when the SWB visited the studio. And it's lovely to see you. I'm going to do 5 of your songs. Oh, no, we do about 3. Oh, we're going to do 5. There's only 3 of us. Oh, when this feeling, I'm so in love. You are my love. And what about use your heart? And what about don't waste your time? Lose your heart, it is, girls, on the William Live Show. And just thank you very much to everybody on the William Live Show. And we've enjoyed our appearance. Sorry we can't appear live, but we are live. There's William, he's live, and we're live. And when he's live, we're live. And there's the backside. SWV Sisters with Voices. What's that I hear? Voices. Josh Stone. Josh, welcome to the William Live Show. Did you hear any voices? She said, no, I'm stone deaf. I've got mind and soul, but I've got no listening. I'm stone deaf, she says. But it's nice to be on your show. And that's my new photograph so you can see it. Yes, it looks nice. It's a pity I'm going to be deaf. Yes. And anyway, she says, don't know now what will happen. I'm killing time, asleep like a child. I've got security, but less is more, you know. I haven't got big security. I'm not rich and famous. Less and more is the one from Joss Stone. Savage Garden. He says, why you giving me that funny look? He says, I went out in the garden this morning and I got stung. Was it a bee, he says? Or was it a wasp? What was it? I don't know. Some flying insect. Yes. And did you hear any voices? Yes, 1,000 words coming over the hilltops. I said, break me and shake me. I said, I'm going down to Santa Monica to see Violet. Yes. He said, I thought you wanted to go to the moon and back. I said, not at this time, though. I'll go some other time. Anyway, he says, there's my little owl on there. And that's Savage Garden. Savage place, a garden, somebody being killed every second. There's another fly going. Steppenwolf. Oh, lovely picture of Steppenwolf. But no Harley. He hasn't got a Harley. He's an easy rider. Oh, he's born to be wild. But his wheels got twisted. Well, it was nearly when he run into the ostrich, you know. He had a straight shooting woman on the back. And she'd gone off and done a hippo stomp. Yes. And so he's born to be wild. Steppenwolf. Born to be wild from Steppenwolf. Now we have to have a little reorganization in case one little discs fall off. So we put them on what we make our little stand over there. And it'll not take a minute or so. And how's the show tickling you today? Are you getting on okay? You're very heavy when you lift the whole pack together. And also you stop for a refreshment. And so, silver chair. I wouldn't class it as pure silver. It's just like a desk chair, you know. Swivels round. Handy for being at your desk. Tuesday day? Yes. It is Tuesday day. Silver chair. The best of. Want to see silver chair? Well, if I lift the window shutters, you might see them. There they are. You got no time for sitting in his chair, mind. This one. Is it Freak? He had a hit with that one. Is it Israel's Son? Is it Tomorrow? Or is it The Door? Or is it Miss You Love? It's Freak. I'll give that one away to you. Disc 2, I'll get you back. Is it Mirror Threat, Punk Song 2, Madman, Blind, or Trash? It's Trash. Silver Chair. Talking about silver? Silver. Talking about silver? Silver. 40 seasons, the best of Skid Row. Yes. A lot of rich people live in Park Lane, but beware, Skid Row's only half a mile from Park Lane. You go down all the dirty old dusty lanes, and then you get to Skid Row. You can be gone in a minute if you're a good runner, but just take your time and walk. Is it frozen? Is it into another? Is it quicksand Jesus? No. Is it psycho love? Or is it piece of me? I'm giving them away to you too easy. It's piece of me. The best there of Skid Row. So what's you doing, Skid? Lobby? Best in the 70s, Lobby. Lobby Sifri. Who put a spot on Lobby Sifri's head? That's better. Is he going to say a prayer? Oh, yes. And what about the City of Dreams? Hard Road? Words? Or Make My Day? And there he is, and he says, welcome, Labry. How are you doing there? I haven't heard much from you since the 70s. I see you're doing all right. And there you are, and you're on the William Live Show with your City of Dreams. That's the one. I'm the man that makes the musicians talk. Neil Sedaka, what's that you've got to say, Neil? You've had your hair done a little bit since I seen you in the 50s, 60s. Ah, this is the 70s, Neil Sedaka. I see. I see. You've got sad eyes. Or is that just your contact lenses? Yeah. Have you got any bad blood yet? No. How's the calendar girl doing? She's doing fine. She gets the New York City blues, does she? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she plays a lot of solitaire also. But what about the winner? It's the calendar girl from Neil Sedaka. We make the singers sing. We make them say things. Hello, Alvin. Where's your stardust? What you see it, he says. When I go flash, psh, psh, my black suit turns into grey and white and yellow, and the stars come out, and then my dust comes down. Platinum collection from Alvin Stardust. Used to be Shane Fenton in my day, in the early 60s. And he says, there's my list, and there's me, and he says, you can have my list. Is it good love can never die? Is it come on? Is it shake on little roller? Or is it roadie roll on? Or is it heartbeat? It's good love can never die. That's what it is. Alvin Stardust, 70s and the 80s, many hits. Many hits in Britain. Don't know what you do in America. Rod Stewart, very best of. There is Singing Up the Sky. There's Rod. Where did you put your rod, Rod? There it is. underneath me microphone. That's me Rod. He says, find a reason to believe it's all over now. Angel, cut across Shorty, and True Blue. It's Rod Stewart. It's cut across Shorty, the one we're looking for. Get those girls undressed. What oh, you mean? Britney Spears. Hi, hello, Brittany. How are you doing? You're on the William Live show. You can see all the spotlights flashing onto you, and you can hear my voice introducing you. Britney Spears on the William Live show. She says, thank you very much. Because of that, I'm going to give you 20, and I might even give you more. 2 CDs. Yes. Which one do you like? She says. I say, I love rock and roll. Don't let me be the last to know. Born to make you happy. I'm not a girl, but I'm not yet a woman. Kind of a lady girl. Ooh. And what about Overprotected? The Dark Child remix? It's Overprotected. And from my second CD, is it outrageous? Is it stronger? I'm a slave for you. Breathe on me. Or every time. It's every time. What's that, do you say, Dr. William? You want to have a look on my inside? I'll not be able to allow that. It'll cost you another $50,000. But I can let you see some. Oh, what's that, Uncle William? Oh, you've got my calling card. Oh, yes. Yes, but we can't show anybody that. You've got all my old photographs there. Wow, you're a real collector. Yes. And they're all alive on the inside. Yes, all alive on the inside. Britney Spears' greatest hits. And as Britney said, thank you very much, Uncle William. I've enjoyed appearing on the William Live show. It'll be a treasure for all my life. And there she is. And she says, you can see my body anytime. Oh, thank you very much, Brittany. What's that? An April ring, I think. I stood. Oh, there you go, Britney Spears. Next person that turns up said, Ed, why are you coming in the shadow, Ed? I am a bit nervous about coming on the William Live show. I've never been on before. Well, I says, kiss me. He says, give me love. He says, I love William. He says, what about the city? It's down the road. He says, I have a small bump appeared on my body. I said, you better see another doctor. I don't deal with bumps, just with drunks. He says, oh, there's a drunk on here. Yeah, that's me. He says, I'm always drunk. Ed Sheeran, drunk. And that is the one. K-Star. Oh, you can't be a bit of K-Star. Into the 40s, into the 50s, the best of the 50s having a few hits. And there's a Valentine Rose. I'm really pleased that she came equipped. Yes, because she's going to give you 25 and I'm only going to give you 5. Is it side by side? Is it really? Is it honeysuckle rose? Is it where or when? Is it I'm confessing? Really? And is it come on to my house? Yeah, well, I'll come up to your house, Kim. I'll have a big party there. Yes. And there you go. She says the one with the red roses. Ah, yes, yes. Come on to my house, kissed her. There's not many of them that look a bit solid. Well, of course they are. So solid crew. So solid crew. What about the outro? What about 21 seconds? What about Solid Soul? In my life? Oh, they don't know. Nobody knows. So solid crew. Well, they don't know. I've given you the answer on there. Written on there for you. So Solid Crew was the band. They don't know. Sam and Dave, now last time they made an appearance on the show, they had a gold. They had a pot of gold. And Sam's gone out and spent it all. No. And there he is, Sam and Dave. Yeah. And I thank you, William, for putting us up on the show. And Soul Sister Brown Sugar. Hey, and hold on, I'm coming. I said I wasn't going to tell anybody, but I can't find another way. And that's when I can't find another way. There is the list. Sam and Dave. Yeah. And Dave, and plenty of work to do. Plenty of work to do. We just do it. I got an extra out for you today. Seahorses. Seahorses. Last time I went to the sea, I was looking all around the rocks with other boys, and I said, I can't see any horses. And he said, no, you should be at the race course. Oh, you're at the wrong place, not the seaside. Did you see any horses? No. Well, how about saying hello? And love me and leave me. Happiness is egg-shaped. Looks like it's a jigsaw puzzle world. The boy in the picture. And what about 1999? Yes, were popular around about 97, 99. Two to the early noughties. The Seahorses. Yes, and that's the one. The boy in the picture. Was the boy in the picture, wasn't it? Yes. Oh, Cousin Norman. It's lovely for him to come along. And he brought some horses along as well so we can see them. Yes, Norman had a couple of horses. They didn't run very well. Last, and last. And there's Norman. Now everybody knows Norman. Once on here I had Norman's relative up. Yes, he hadn't been on for a long while. Now who's Norman, Cousin Norman? Well, Cousin Norman walked at Abbey Road, for the Beatles. He was their engineer and things like that in the studio and that, and he done a lot of work on that disc. They wrote him some songs, Lennon and McCartney, but he didn't start practically till the Beatles were finished. He carried on into the 70s. He did have some hits at first, and now he's laughing at you. And there he is with his horses. He was always fond of his horses. Last, and last. Yes, and nice to see you, he says. Would it be right? He's about 24 on here. Scrapyard Story. Who was it? Yeah, I think that's one of his hits. And oh, babe, what would you say? That's another one of his hits. And has his horses. Hurricane Smith. Some people will wonder why I'm calling him Norman, but his name is Norman Smith. He adopted the name Hurricane Smith. And there you go. Early 70s. Seal. Seal hits. Top. Will you wait a minute?
Hello, I'm Mark from YHN. How are you doing? You may know that I tell you we're popping out to talk about safety features within the building. So it's all to do with fire. Yeah. And you can turn that over. Look, this is your thing. Right, you're happy just doing that. You don't want to. You don't want to chat. Have a read. You got any queries? Just get in touch with us there. We'll back you up. Say it's not have a chat with you. No worries.
Hello again. I'm sure I was telling you, I was just moving on to this one. When I got a topper, top dancer, you know. Seals hits. I want to tell you all about Seal. There he is. And there he is. Oh, he got a kiss from a rose. Must have been at Valentine's Day. Yes, he got a kiss from a rose. Really. And what about, it wasn't that an amazing thing to get? And what about the future love paradise? The right life. And he says, I'm your man, so it must be. And there he is. Seal, I'm your man. The disco queen. Yes, the disco queen. Donna Summer. It's nice to have her on the show. It would really be a magnificent thing to speak to her on the show. I say hello there, Donna. Now this is got to be your very best. Yeah, she says I'm the disco queen. 70s, gone into 80s, and she had a few stretched out after that. She says, I've been on the radio, you know. Yeah, I was sitting on top of it. It was a big radio. She says, love is in control, finger on the trigger. Yes. And I says, is that because of the state of independence? She says, oh, yes. But she's only my assistant, but she works hard for the money. Oh, yes. Yes, I make her polish my shoes and get my dresses done and everything. Oh, yes. Because there's sometimes I get my shoes dirty because I take a walk in MacArthur Park. Oh, is that the reason? Yes. And there you go, Donna Summer. She says, I'll be happy when the summer comes. You'll see me walking my dog. Yes, in MacArthur Park. Scouting for girls. Scouting for... I don't say, he says. I don't see any girls here. We're stuck at sea. There's a boat over there. Do you think it's got any girls on it? I don't think so, he says. I need a telescope. I'm going to telescope. I've got a boat. Got plenty of water. I've got oars, but I ain't got a telescope. Well, you should be Nelson and stand up on the top of the tower, scouting for girls. How can you be scouting for girls at sea? Oh, look, there's a one dived up the boat. That's not a girl. That's throwing a rubbish off me. Yes. Oh, well, he says the mountains of Navarro are over there. And he says, I need a holiday, so let's go there. Who says, no, can't go there. Elvis ain't dead. He turns up every day. We'll have to take a plane, or what about singing the airplane song? Oh, no, he says. James Bond goes on that aeroplane. Oh, what about the airplane song? That's what it is. Scouting for girls at sea. Oh, look, there's a girl just swum by, look. It's a girl whale. Ah, ah. Well, disc one and disc two, the ultimate, the definitive collection from the small faces. Yes, Steve Marriott, Plunk Lane, you know the boys. Now, things are going to get better. That's what he said in the 60s. Well, kind of. Kind of just the same with wars and things going on, but technology is getting better, I suppose. Get yourself together. All out of yesterday, show me the way. And yes, I'm only dreaming. Sure, it's things are getting better from disc one, from disc two, which is over there. And it is disc two. Is it really? Is it Song of a Baker? Is it Rolling Over? Is it The Journey? Yes, well, I was up to it. I said, Mad John. It's Rini. That's what it is. Definitive collection from the small faces. What happened to small faces? Small faces boys became big. Big faces as men. Lots and lots of times, small faces as old people. Because old people, some of them are fat, but they get thin. Some of them with illnesses or operations or anything, and they have more thinner features. Such as that, I think I had a fatter face when I was a man. So Nina's crying now. Uh, and she says, I've got 2 CDs. She says that went thinner as well. Yes, Nina Simone. My baby just cares for me. And she says, I used to care for the baby. Not my baby just cares for me. Well, that's right. But that would be too obvious because it's on there. So the five I'm going to give you is Touching and Caring. Plain gold ring. Not like Sam and Dave's. He needs me for all we know. And Mood Indigo. Mood Indigo is the one. Disc two. Is it Saratoga? Is it After You're Gone? Is it Ain't No Use? Is it For Women? Or is it Good Bait? It's Saratoga. And that's the back. And that way up. Ringo Starr. Ringo with a star. Spotlight on Ringo Starr. Oh, there he is, look. Got the spotlights on him. There he is. Can you see him? He's got an angel by his side, look. Who's all them people watching him? Ah, and now the curtain comes down. Right. Is it early 1970? Is it you and me, babe? 6 o'clock. My oh my. Oh devil woman. It's my oh my. That's what it is from Ringo Starr. Nice to have Ringo Starr on the show as well. But not personally, just sent his photograph. But these lads have dropped in personally to see how you are. Hello there, everybody. My name's Paul. Simon, I've got the cap on. And that's Artie. Art Garfunkel. Yes. Once we built a bridge, over troubled water. Built it on rock. But then we couldn't manage to finish it. So we went homeward bound. Yes. So that's what we did. And he says that was near El Condo Pasa. And he says one of us was a boxer. Guess which one? That's him with a hat on. Paul Simon. He was a boxer. Put everything in the box and sealed it up. There you go. Unboxing. Boxing. The greatest hits of Simon and Garfunkel. Supergrass. That's Supergrass. 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. Supergrass. Supergrass is 10 now. I was probably thinking they had more like 3G gone into 4G. And what about Richard III? And what about Grace? And what about Seeing the Light? And what about Lenny? And what about Strange Ones? It's a good way to put. It's got a list of songs there, but it's a good way to put them. Put them all on badges. And the winner turned out to be Grace. Oh, no, sorry. When you put them like that, you'll have to consult the list. Richard III. Supergrass. But they've all got their photographs on there, we can see, but Supergrass, Richard III. Edwin Starr. I'll be sending out an SOS, Edwin. I'll be seeing headline news. And this is me trying to remember them. So let's go to the real ones. It's Teardrops in the Nick of Time. There you go. Memory Lane. Oh, Key to Love. It's Key to Love. Edwin Starr, the very best of the Motor City recordings. That was when he was with Tamala and that. Edwin Starr. Good, I'm on the show, Edwin. Thank you very much for popping in. Space. What's up in space? Some alien bodies like that. Are there any spiders? Oh, there must be. There must be. What's the best? Or the top one? Is it Begin Again? Is it Avenging Angels? Is it dark clouds? Is it money? Or is it 1 o'clock? It's avenging angels. I'm afraid they're coming back to take avenge on all those bad people in time. Greatest hits and unheard bits from space. Super furry animals. Ain't all animals got fur? Well, no, some like elephants and hippos are seen on there. It's not really fur. Fish hasn't got fur. No. But we're talking about animals. So what about a golden retriever? What about the demons that are riding on its back? Is he trying to play it cool? Perhaps he's got ice hockey hair. Or perhaps he's just on a hometown unicorn. Yes. And it's ice hockey hair. And there's his guitar. And that's super furry animals. Yes, you must get them with a bit of fur on because they ain't got any fur coats. It just become a little bit trapped. And sooner I get that out of being untrapped, well, that'll be better for us all. So there we go. Why are you doing that? You're not shaking, you're cat. Show your whiskers. Very best of Cat Stevens. Welcome onto the show, Cat. Now I hear you're not a cat anymore. No, you had an operation. Yes, and you now become a Yusuf. Well, have you got a cat? What happened to your dog? It died. Oh. Well, what happened to its puppies? Oh, you give it one to your father and one to your son. Father and son. I love my dog. Matthew and son. Hard-headed woman. And can't keep it in. Gotta let it out. It's father and son. And there's Cat. Cat Stevens. Yusuf Islam. Now it is. This one and this two changing faces. The very best of Rod Stewart and the faces. There's Rod Stewart. This is the definitive collection 69 to 74. When they split from four small faces, well, the small faces disbanded them and became the faces. This one, ooh, you can have mandolin wind. Every picture tells a story. I'd rather go blind, twisting the night away, or sweet little rock and roller. It's mandolin wind. But unluckily for you, there's two. Is it Gasoline Alley? Is it Let Me Be Your Car? Is it That's All Right? Is it My Way of Giving? Or is it Pool Hall Richard? It's Pool Hall Richard and Pool Hall Rod. And there he goes into the pool hall again while we make some further adjustments. Because if we don't make adjustments, then we get trapped. But we ain't got that much room, and we have to put them over there. There. So on to the next one. Time's looking good, it's okay. And there we go. And who's that? Death Row Snoop Doggy Dog. And there he is, the old doggy. He's got a few female doggies around. And there he is, Snoop Doggy Dog. Right, is it the case? Sorry, that was called murder was the case. Is it ain't no fun? Is it dog father? Is it who am I? Is it East Side Party? East Side Party, I'm afraid, for Snoop Doggy Dog. Frank, in the old day you could wear your hat with these. And that's Frank, and you could put your money in the bank, but you didn't have too much. You know, you got paid much less. So does Frank say the best is yet to come? It was a very good year. Come fly with me. The girl from Eponina. Oh, I've got you under my skin. I've got you under my skin. Is the one. Victor Sylvester, you'll have to go back 40s and things that for that. And there he is as Victor. Probably best seen on there. There he is conducting his orchestra. Is it Blue Orchids? Is it Whispering Grass? Is it Give a Little Whistle? Is it Apple Blossom Time? Or is it the Sweetheart Waltz? Yes, it's Blue Orchids. That's what it is for Victor Sylvester and his orchestra. Nancy Sinatra, we just had Frankie. Is it Bassman? Is it Baby Please Don't Go? Is it About a Fire? Is it Baby's Coming Back to Me? Or is it Let Me Kiss You? It's Let Me Kiss You. I'm giving them away too easy. Shakespeare's Sister. Who was that letter from? And that was from Shakespeare, my uncle. Hormonally Yours. Oh, are you a moon child? Are you a colour man? Let me entertain you. Hello, turn your radio on. Or is it Black Sky? It's Black Sky for Shakespeare's Sister. Stick your foot up. SWV, Sisters with Voices. Now it's not too difficult, practice it after me. Sisters with Voices. Gonna do the greatest hits. There they are. What are they on? Is that a boat they're on? It looks like a boat, yeah, to me. Is it Where Is the Love? Is it Someone featuring Puff Daddy? Is it First Time? Is it Use Your Heart? or is it fine time? It's use your heart. That's the one. Sisters with voices. Did you say them? Yes. Nice to have somebody personally call into the studio again. Hello, Carly. How are you doing? Are you still surveying? Are you really? I thought you were a bit of a night owl. Yes. Do you do the attitude dancing? Do you really? Haven't got time for the pain, she says. No. Gotta keep on listening to that old mockingbird. Yes. Oh, that'll be right then. We'll take that old mockingbird. Mockingbird from Carly Simon. And how you like being in the studio, Carly? That's fine with me, she says. And there's another photograph of me. Carly Simon. Mockingbird. Ted Heath. I think I took some of the other shows. I think I had done Ted Heath. But kind of go back there now, maybe weeks ago. Is it? It's all in the game. Is it Caravan? Is it Ladybird? Is it Jungle Fantasy? Or is it Blacksmith Blues? It's Jungle Fantasy. Because I remember saying Ted Heath, and we had a Prime Minister a bit later called Ted Heath. Edward Heath called him Ted Heath. But Ted, mostly in the 40s, 50s, in his orchestra. And there you go, Ted Heath. And there you go. So you certainly got out of the S's, you know. That's all right. 2 disc. Neil Sedaka. Disc 1. There's Neil. Now he's getting a bit older. He's going a bit grey now. Can you see Neil going a bit grey? Or is it just a fluorescent shadow around him? Happy birthday, sweet 16. Been there, done that. Oh, Carol, you mean everything to me. Laughter in the rain. It's happy birthday, sweet 16. And disc 2, is it Let You Walk Away? Is it Betty Grable? Is it Alone at Last? Is it Going Nowhere? Or is it Breaking Up Is Hard to Do? It's Breaking Up Is Hard to Do. 2 discs there from Neil Sedaka. Scissor Sisters want to say something to you. They want to say ta-da. Ta-da. That means he's going usually. Ta-da. And there he is. Got his mask. In case he gets video call. And there he is. But where does he go? Is he a trans sister? Is he really? Does he like Paul McCartney? He must do. He's got one here. What about Might Tell You Tonight? What the answer is? No, that would be too long for them. How about Everybody Wants the Same Thing? How about Land of a Thousand Words? That's what it is, Land of a Thousand Words. And that's the Scissor Sisters. Some more work. And a break. And I've got several more for you to do yet. Time's going okay. Moved into ours as far as I know. Of course, I did a few extracts, you know. Diana Ross. Diana Ross, when she was a baby, she could even sing then. Sing the Ba-Ba Blues. Ba-Ba-Ba. Is she really upside down? What happens when the best years of my life? What happened to them? And why do fools fall in love? Because they hear Diana Ross. Theme from Mahogany. Mm-hmm. Oh, one shining moment. It's the theme from Mahogany. The one we're looking for is the winner. What would you do? You seen one of them? Scorpion. Send for the scorpions. Rocket from the crypt. So the rocket has blasted off from the crypt. It's gone up. It's taken a scorpion with it. Probably land on Mars. And there it is. Scream, Dracula, scream. That's because Dracula was in the crypt. And he got a fright when it went up. First. What was that, my Transylvanian twist? No, it's a rocket from the crypt. Come say, salt future burned alive. You can have Suit City or Heather Hands. It's Suit City, the one we're looking for. Rise Against. Rise Against. Is it Tip the Scales? How about Anywhere But Here? How about Give It All? How about Dancing for Rain? Really? Did you get any? How about Swing Life Away? No, it's Tip the Scales. And that's Rise Against. Republica. And there they all are. Is it Holly? Is it Drop Dead Gorgeous? Is it Picture Me? Is it Bitch? Or is it Bloke? It's Bloke. Republica. Shorty's been dreaming of a bloke. Roxette. Greatest Hits. And a little chance to see a Roxette together and see the guitar. Okay. Was it really dangerous? Was it a joyride that you went on? And did you see everything just fading like a flower? Was it a big L? And did you have to get dressed for success? Yes, they say we were dressed for success. And I had quite a bit of success as well, 80s and 90s rock set. Tommy Rowe, yeah, I had a fair old time in the 60s. Well, I had quite a few hits. And later on, some people made more of his hits and had other hits off from them. So is it stir it up and serve it? That's the soup, is it? No, it's the jelly pudding. What about jam up and jelly tight? What about we can make music? if I don't go dizzy, he says. And he says, Dotty, I like it. And that's Tommy Rowe. And Dotty, I like it is the one. Diana again, because you can't have enough Diana, because plenty Dianas in the world. And so, is it? No matter what you do, waiting in the wings, heavy weather, the force behind the power, blame it on the sun. It's blame it on the sun. Now remember, the one we're looking for is the top one. It's not necessarily the biggest hit or anything like that. Probably, if you get down on this, probably lesser hits, you know. Jennifer Rush. She says, I'm going to get my hair done, look. I'm going to do it right now, and I'm not being in a rush. There she is when she's had it done. Still looks straggly. Jennifer Rush, are you going to sing The Power of Love? Yeah, wow. Well, that's great then. What about the Ring of Ice? Oh, yes, we'll do that as well. Into My Dreams? Yes. Surrender? Yes. Nobody move. Because here comes Jennifer Rush. Are you going to sing now, forward? Yes. Power of Love? Yes. Yes. But it's not the right one. The one we're looking for is Nobody Move. Jennifer Rush there, popping into the studio to say hi. Many photos from many years that have gone by. Rolling Stones, give us a phone. Rolling Stones, is it Under Cover of the Night? Is it Hang Fire? Emotional Rescue? Waiting for a Friend? Or Fool to Cry? It's Fool to Cry, and everybody's there to witness it. It's the Rolling Stones, Fool to Cry. Oh, get a bit more, old Stoney. You can't have enough, old Stoney. Best of the Rolling Stones, jump back. There's your big boots. Is it bitch? Oh, surely not. Is it mixed emotions? No. Is it Angie? No. Is it Tumbling Dice? No. But what about it's only rock and roll? Ah, that's what it is. It's only rock and roll, but I like it. Rolling Stones. Cliff. And the Shadows. Disc 2. 2 discs. Disc 1, first of all, The Touch of Your Lips. Mad About You. Pointed toe shoes. My feet, that is, hit the ground. Or am I tied to your apron strings? It's apron strings. Disc 2, Apache. Ready, Teddy? Too much. Danny. Or High Class Baby. It's High Class Baby. That's Cliff in the Shadows. Bobby Rydell. There's a picture of Bobby when he was sitting playing his records. Yeah, just like me when young. Probably just sit on the floor. Put records on the seat. Have a drink on a little table. Sitting with my hands about on the floor while playing my little record player. And sometimes did the same thing with my radio. So it's Bobby Rydell. And Bobby Rydell. And I'm going to give you 5. Hey, baby. Baby, it's you. I've got Bonnie. What's your name? And Dream Baby. It's Dream Baby, Bobby Rydell. Very late 50s and the early 60s and that. Definitely more modern times and artists stretching into 10 is still around. Rihanna. And there she is. Now is it? See it? Sell me candy. Radio. That's not radio. Rehab. Question existing, or is it should have been dance? Should have been dance from Rihanna. I'm getting down now. Robin, mostly 90s. Might have stretched the one into the noughties and that. Robin, picture of Robin in real. She's not coming bobbing along. She's got a red breast. Is she a bionic woman? Does she do crash and burn girl? Crash and burn girl. Is she a robot boy? Could well be. What about a bum like you? Has she got a bum like you? And what about handle me? Could you handle her? Yes, of course you could. Robin, handle me is the one. The Rakes. T-Bone, violent, we are all animals. Binary love. Or is it the 22 grand job? Yes, when we finally get paid. We're not getting paid. No one on the show gets paid. I don't get paid. I'm not paid. Why do I have to work for nothing? But there I go. This is the Rakes. Well, there you go. Barry Ryan. Early in the career was with his brother, Paul and Barry Ryan. The mother, Marion Ryan, was a singer in the 50s. She was on shows on the TV and that with other artists. Then Barry gone into the 70s on his own. And The Hunt. And it was a hunt for him, but he got a good song. 2 Days. Girls. The Color of My Love. And Klitsch. The Hunt was the one we were looking for. From Barry Ryan. The Righteous Brothers. Hey mate, are you righteous? The Righteous Brothers. Well, I'm not as tall as you. He says, are you righteous? Yes. What about Georgia on My Mind? What about Go Ahead and Cry? And what about That Lucky Old Son? What about Down in My Tears? Or He? That's H-E. It's Down in My Tears. Righteous Brothers. Reef. 2 CD. Have a go at the first one. Is it Back in the Line? Mellow. Consideration. All I Want. Or Undone and Sober. Undone and Sober is the one. Second one, is it Feed Me? Is it Weird? Is it lucky number, Saturday, or good feeling? It's Feed Me. From Reef Rochford. I think his name is Andrew Rochford. Is it Nobody But You? No Way. Kathleen. Beautiful Morning. Or Family Man? We'll let him be a family man. Yes, we will. We'll show you his photograph. Rochford. Rice shop. Well, late 90s and stretching into the early 90s. And there they are, rice shop. And I haven't actually got that list. It's in here. Right. In space, poorly, a higher place, rice shop's night out. Or remind me. It's poor Leno from rice shop. Ronettes, early 60s with Phil Spector. Ronnie Spector. There. Is it Baby I Love You? Is it So Young? Do I Love You? Is it Walking in the Rain? Or is it Be My Baby? Be My Baby is the one. Also early 60s, Marvelettes, or Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, this is. This is not the Marvelettes, but they were early 60s as well. Early 62 for Martha Reeves and the Vandellas in those days, and then later they went on to, well, it was Martha and the Vandellas in the very early days. And so there they are. And Martha Reeves, hello. Quicksand, Honey Child, Bless You, Forget Me Not. Or In My Lonely Room. And probably My Lovely Room as well. In My Lonely Room. Martha and the Vandellas. You can't have enough of Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. Yes, they had Martha and the Vandellas, and then Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, and then more like Martha Reeves on her own. And is it spooky? Quicksand or Nowhere to Run? And is it Jimmy Mark? Or is it Heatwave? It's Heatwave. And there it is. And I think that's me just about finished for the day over here. Well, we've got to sing yet. William Willsing. Because this is all going to be put back, and new ones brought out for you. New ones every day. So before we try and sing, we have a little break. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. On the William channel, the William Live Show. And now William, after doing 1 hour 40 there, he will now try to sing. Any singer would be huffy tuffed. Can't sing after I've done all that. Yes, but he's going to sing for you. Don't worry. So now he's looking up what to do and where it was up to yesterday. He's wondering if he's missed any. If he has, he might as well just move on. But he's looking at that. Yeah, probably a couple. He don't really know them. If he don't really know them, it's not bad. He could come back to them. But there he goes in. Now this is the girls' song. One. And that was not the song. That was the song. So we had to go back to the other one. So he's going to get it positioned. Yeah, he's not getting it positioned. Yeah, somebody, if you just get it positioned, somebody will want to do it live.
When the stakes are high at work, your tone matters. Grammarly's advanced tone suggestions can help. Because when you write with just the right confident tone,
This is Natalie and Bubbly at tone. I thought I saw a man brought to life. He was warm, he came around like he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry. Well, he couldn't be that man I adored. You don't seem to know, seem to care what your heart is for. No, I don't know him anymore. And there's nothing where he used to lie. Conversation has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and ashamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. Wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late, I'm already torn. So I guess the fortune teller's right. I should have seen just what was there and not some holy light. But you crawled beneath my veins and now I don't care. I have no luck. I don't miss it all that much. There's just so many things that I can't touch. I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and ashamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late, I'm already torn. There's nothing where he used to lie. My inspiration has run dry. And that's what's going on. Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am ashamed. Lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. I'm small out of faith. This is how I feel. Cold in the shade, bound and broken on the floor. You're a little late. I'm already torn. Nothing but a tone. Survivor, the eye of the tiger. Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happened too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of arrival. And the last known survivor stops his prey in the night, and is watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Face to face, out in the heat, hanging tough, staying hungry. It's like the odds till we take to the street, for the kill with the skill to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of arrival. And the last known survivor stops his prey in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Rising up straight to the top, had the guts, got the glory. Went the distance, now I'm not gonna stop. Just a man and his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of arrival. And the last known survivor stops his prey in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. 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 Survivor, the eye of the tiger. Shindilova, time after time. Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback, warm lights, almost left behind. Suitcase of memories, time after some time. You pictured me, I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me, I can't hear what you said. Then you say, go slow, I fall behind. The second hand unwind. If you're lost, you can look and you will find it. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. After my picture fades and darkness has turned to gray, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. Secrets stolen from deep inside. The drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find it. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. You said go slow, I fall behind. The second hand unwind. If you're lost, you can look and you will find it. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting time after time. If you're lost, you can look, then you will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting time after time. 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 I'll return you to the studio now, and I think that's it all for today. We're doing nearly 2 hours on this one. I think 45 minutes on the other one. So quite a bit. So well, I'll be giving you some more tomorrow. So I'll say bye-bye from now from the William channel and the William Live Show. And remember, you can see all the artists here on the William Live Show. Yes. And we'll see you again. Bye-bye for now then. Bye-bye.